To be sitting where we are now is obviously a great result.
Well played. Swans Blues, Friday night football, Buddy, 7 straight, outstanding. I think everyone expected it to be a fairly comfortable lead. Swans were never really troubled, Maxie.
Yeah, well, all the focus was obviously on the Carlton Footy Club after they sacked Mick Malthouse. And interesting, right at the start of the game, Buddy Franklin came out. He kicked the first 3 goals. He had Simon White come to him, so I might ask Hodge about that. Jamison out, so they had to work out what they were going to do with Rowe and Tippett and all the guys down there. So Dan Robertson kicked his first goal, and Benny McLachlan. Actually, there's a few guys playing for the Swans that the Hawks have let go. He played his 150th game and kicked a couple of goals. He was very, very good. Cam Wood kicked a nice one out of the ruck here, which is good to see. But in the end, the Swans' pressure was just too much. And you see here a turnover, and Jared McVeigh, who finished off Hodge's Hawks last week, was very, very good, again, across half-back. And Dylan Buckley, surprised that he started as a sub. I thought the young kid had come in. He's showed a lot, I reckon, when he's played AFL footy. So I think he needs some more opportunity, but he came on and kicked a nice goal. And Dan Hanbury was pretty quiet on the night. I thought Ed Curnow did a really good job on him, but finished with the goal just here. And obviously Jetto, Goods, Franklin, a few Indigenous boys, very proud of their heritage, and they got the trophy. The 3 things I learnt: number 1, Rampy is becoming a weapon. His ball use across halfback was really important for the Swans. Number 2, the Blues kids, they go okay. Cripps was very, very good on the night. Buckley was good. Graham was good. So I think they have got some kids there to work with. Number 3, you love some Buddy Brilliance to kick off the weekend. He was outstanding. And as I said, I want to ask you, Hodgie, we've got some vision of him obviously playing some really good footy, but at the start of the game, he saw someone come to him who was a lot smaller. What does he think? What goes through his head?
Well, Bud's, as he's matured, he's realised that he plays a bit high up the ground. He uses his athletic ability. But what you do is you don't want to bait him. And as White's walked up to him, he's forearm Bud a couple of times in the bicep. Bud's turned round, looked at him, smirked, and then ran to the goal square, told Tippett to get out, and had him one-on-one in the 50 and kicked the first 3 in 5 minutes. So for any defender who's playing on Bud, don't go and initiate contact. Don't try and be angry at him. Just let him play his own football, because otherwise he'll take you to the goal square and kick a lot of goals on you.
Maxie, Lewis Jetter, 27 touches, but I thought his defensive acts were fantastic.
Yeah, it was very good, mate. And he's played more wing half-back, but I think the defensive side of the game is what has improved. We know he's really quick. He's got, obviously, good ball use, can kick the ball really long, but his defensive part of his game is something that he's added, and I think, obviously, being in the Swans system, they've really challenged him to do that, so he was very good.
Couple of injuries to come out of the night to Yaron and McVeigh, Maxie?
They were, yeah. Yaron went over on his ankle and it didn't look really good at all. We see just his right ankle, watch him land, and he was in a lot of pain, so he went off the ground, didn't come back on, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. And Jared McVeigh, he was subbed out of the game late, so we're hoping that it was just, for Swans fans, it was just rested. Obviously the game was in check, but he was seen icing his calf.
Mummy, Sauce has disappeared from the Giants. Did a remarkable job putting the list together. He doesn't quite have the draft picks to work with. Is he the sort of guy you think can put a really solid Blues list together?
Yeah, well, you can obviously see that he's done very well at the Giants with the quality of guys we've got there, and obviously we want to hang on to them all, but he's obviously going to be great for Carlton. He's done a great job up at the Giants, and he's moved back there, and hopefully he can help them out.
Johnny Barker, Hodgie, is in charge for the moment. Do you see him as a realistic contender for the main job?
Yeah, I think if you look at the apprenticeship he's had, he's been under Lyon, he's been under Clarkson, which are arguably the best 2 coaches going around at this stage. He knows his footy, understands his football, and I think the best part about a coach like Johnny Barker is he gets along with his players and he really motivates them. So if you saw how they played Friday night, yeah, they had a change of coach, but they had 60-odd tackles, where 35 the week before, and they brought energy. They played for him, they played for each other, and I think that's a great sign for him, showing the players will come out and play for their coach.
I think he was anointed on Wednesday, and Andy McKay said to him on Thursday, mate, you haven't smiled since you become senior coach. Does it change you, Gio? You suddenly become very angry and down.
Oh, you do. You get grumpy as a coach.
You throw something if you want. Hey, have you seen this Swan Stalker? I think, I'm not sure when this was, but this is extraordinary. Yesterday, this was recovery yesterday morning. Just have a look at this.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Recovery was cut short. They said to get out. She wouldn't let him go. Anyway, quick. Is it true the boys